What is the craziest thing that you have seen on the road?
Really? With a body on the floor.
The craziest thing that has happened to me while I was out on the road were like the lot lizards,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Well, probably El Paso when they got his truck stolen and they had to go chase the guy down.
Really?
That was
Oh, you witnessed it. What's going on, everybody? Tariq here. We have a very special guest, and I would love to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. And the first one being, do I have your consent to post this on my social media platforms after?
Absolutely, that.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Aldo Rodriguez. Been on the industry for 8 years. I love what you do, what I do, man.
Great. Well, he answered one of the questions for how long he's been in the industry, 8 years. Where are you from?
I'm from originally from Mexico, Durango, Mexico, but I live in Illinois.
What do you haul?
Well, right now I'm building a drag, so covered wagon. And I started with flatbed, oversized.
What
Fun stuff.
Nice. What company do you work for or own?
I own Lágrimas Trucking Inc., but I work for Hamilton.
So you see me off the back of real big stuff right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been seeing this guy in a long time, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. This is my guy. We always pass each other and cross it. We haven't seen each other in a while, so this is great right here.
Flip the lights.
Right, oh yeah. Next question for you. What piece of advice would you give new truck drivers?
Don't be afraid to ask us stuff, man. You know, we're just learning as we go. I can't really say, oh, I learn everything.
Absolutely.
You know, there's some ask. You know, if you have a question, ask.
Alrighty. Ask. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You need to do that. What's the next one? We got 2 more questions for you. This one being, what do you love most about the trucking industry?
Love the views.
Views.
Oh yeah, love being alone. Music.
Scenery is crazy. Traveling this country, and seeing how beautiful it is, you can't beat that.
Not the same as sunrise in the East Coast, the West Coast, or even Texas.
Absolutely. And last question for you. What is the craziest thing that you have seen on the road?
I've seen
Yes.
accident-wise or
Anything. Accident, whatever. Anything.
the one time an accident here in 80-90, fucking motor fell out. It was crazy.
Really?
And then there was a body on the floor. Oh yeah.
Man.
Try not to look at it too much because you get nervous.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Jeez. Well, there you have. We had a great interview right here. My buddy, always good seeing you.
Good shit.
Appreciate that, man.
Take it easy.
Oh yeah. Person here, I would like to ask a series of questions, with the first being, do I have your consent to post after?
Go ahead.
What's your name, sir?
Jay.
Jay? Okay, nice. Where are you from?
Man, I'm from the Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Yeah.
Nice. How long have you been driving?
Probably 3 years.
3 years?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. What company do you work for or own?
Well, I'm doing on the app.
Owner out?
Yeah.
How's that been for you?
Sucks.
Kind of hard.
It's kind of hard, man. It's very tough.
Yes, sir. Okay. Next question. What do you love most about the trucking industry?
Independency, man.
Excuse me?
Independency.
Independency?
Yeah, they're free will, man. You pretty much on your own self.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 more questions for you. What piece of advice would you give new truck drivers who are thinking about getting into the industry?
You know what? First, know your route. Understand your distance on how to manage on fuel.
Yes, sir.
That's very important. For example, if you're gonna take a road that is like 1,000 miles, you should know where, if you fill up your tank,
Yes,
where
sir.
that's gonna take you.
Okay.
You know, that's if you're working for yourself. Even if you're working for a company, you might want to help them manage the fuel tank.
Yes, sir.
And then another thing, always choose your spot to sleep early.
Yes, sir.
That's very important, man, because you don't want to keep going around trying to find a spot to sleep. You
Yes,
need
sir.
to rest.
Parking is definitely a big issue
Yeah.
within the industry.
And then stay with a clear mind. It's not good to be in a cloud now. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You can't be cloudy when you drive. You gotta stay alert. And look, watch out for yourself and watch out for the next driver.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
And one last question. What is the craziest thing that you have seen out here on the road?
Road rage,
Road rage?
selfish drivers you have to deal with. You know, some of the truck drivers, man, they don't give a fly about you.
Absolutely.
You know, so you just gotta look out for this type of guy.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, man, it's good. You know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your
What's
time,
your name?
sir. Tariq.
My bad, man.
Tariq.
All right, man.
Yes,
Where
sir.
you from?
Pleasure meeting you. I'm from the suburbs of Chicago. We're about 35 minutes away, Crete, Illinois.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
My hometown is Florida, man.
Okay.
Have you been down there?
Yes, sir.
Missed it. Yeah.
We love it.
You got it. Man.
Yes, sir. That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
All right, my youth.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Yeah, you got it.
What's going on, everybody? We're back again. Why did you the post video when I'm done? Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
My name is Sean. From Florida. Went on LTL deal.
Okay. You answered some of the questions. Florida, does the LTL deal. How long have you been driving?
7 years.
7 years. You have some time in the industry for sure. What company do you work for or own?
I drop a budget.
Okay.
What that is.
Have a budget. What's the what piece of advice would you give new truck drivers coming into the industry?
Always be open to learn. Always be open to learn. Once you know it, once you feel like you know it all, that's when it's gonna go downhill for you. But just be open to take advice. Whatever you don't know, go ahead, ask. With the industry how it's going now, a lot of guys, they're not afraid to help you. They're not afraid to ask a question. So as long as you got questions, just if you don't know something, ask. You know what I mean? Ask. Anything worse than that is just tragic. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, just ask what you don't know. Don't be afraid. Spread your wings. Don't compromise yourself to one thing. You know.
Absolutely.
Be open to everything. You know.
Good. What do you love most about the trucking industry?
Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom of the large car.
Okay, yes sir. That's
Large
what it
car.
is. And last question for you. What is the craziest thing that you have seen out here on the road? It can be anything.
I done seen a lot. A lot of crazy stuff. But I can't even just say one right now. To be honest with you, I have to sit there and think. It's a lot of crazy stuff to see.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. Back again with another great interview. I have a series of questions. Do I have your consent to post once we're done with everything?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you so much. Why don't you introduce yourself, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Kim from Houston.
Okay, she answered the other question. How long have you been driving?
I've been driving since January of 2022.
Okay. How's that been for you?
It's been cool. It's been very rewarding. It's something different from what I was normally used to. I used to work in an office, got tired of that, so here I am.
Okay, nice. What company do you work for or own?
I work for GMG Express out of Chicago.
Okay, nice. Not too far from here. What do you guys haul?
General Freight.
Nice. What piece of advice would you give new truck drivers coming into the industry or just drivers in general?
I would tell new truck drivers especially, don't rush, take your time. Regardless of how many people are behind you, let them wait. Just don't rush. react in all situations. And you know, pay attention. Not only are you driving for yourself, but for everyone around you too.
Absolutely. What do you love most about the trucking industry?
The freedom. There's no micromanaging. Of course, the money, and then it's like I'm getting paid to see the U.S.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
That's a great one. And last question: what is the craziest thing you have seen out here on the road? Anything.
You know, well, you have some people they're not trucker friendly, so they don't mind cutting us off.
Absolutely.
But the craziest thing that has happened to me while I was out on the road were like the lot lizards,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
See?
knocking
Lot
on my truck. You know, they don't, male and female, like
Yeah.
they don't care.
They don't care at all.
They have no shame at all. So that's like, yeah, that's crazy. I'm not used to that. Matter of fact, that's the reason why I passed up the pilot in Gary, Indiana.
Really?
And I was like, well, let me try this one. Hopefully,
you should
hopefully
be
this
over
will be
here.
a different experience.
Right. Okay. See you have it. Lot lizards are real. Well, thank you so much, man.
Yes, you're
Thank you for your
welcome.
time.
Likewise.
Thank you. What's going on, guys? We have another great interview right here. First question: do I have your consent to post this, sir? After?
What's this now?
Do I have your consent to post the video after?
I don't care. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Scott,
Mr. Scott. Okay, nice. Where are you from, Mr. Scott?
Minnesota,
Minnesota. Nice. How long have you been driving?
30 years.
30 years. Oh man. Oh yeah. He's had some great time in this industry for sure. So you've seen a lot. I can only imagine.
No,
Yes, sir. Nice. What do you haul?
steel.
Steel.
Whatever you can spit on a flatbed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Did I ask what company do you work for or own?
I work for D&E Transport.
Nice. D&E Transport. Nice. What piece of advice would you give truck drivers on the road, or new truck drivers in the industry who are thinking about getting into it?
Stay off the phone.
Stay off the phone. Yes, sir.
See it a lot.
Yes, sir. Safety first.
They got video things on the dash, watching a movie on the way.
Yes, sir.
Wherever they're going.
Yes, sir.
I see a lot of that.
Okay. Nice. Two more questions for you. What do you love most about the trucking industry?
Man, I don't know if I say I don't love it. You know,
Yes, sir.
it's with all the rules and regulations, it isn't as fun as it used to be.
As it used to be? Yes, sir. So a lot's changed.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understand that. And last question for you. What is the craziest thing you have seen out here on the road?
Oh yeah. Go back in the memory bank for that one. Oh, probably El Paso when guy got his truck stolen and they had to go chase the guy
Oh,
down.
really?
And that was fun.
Oh,
to
he
watch.
witnessed it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man. That's pretty crazy right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of things you see. It's through the years. It's just, you just gotta sit and think about it.
Yes, sir.
Because if you sit there, you can sit there and swap stories and actually talk. Another one comes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember this time I did this. I
Yes,
seen
sir.
this. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
You bet.
Absolutely. Thank you. You have a great one and be safe out there. Another driver right here we have. First question, do you mind if I post this once I finish?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Sure, I'm Ralph Snyder, from Wisconsin.
Nice. So we answered the second question, where it's from. How long have you been driving?
Oh my. I've been driving for 23 years. I've had my own trucking company for 19 years.
What is your name?
Just my name, Ralph Snyder.
Nice.
I started out as a sole proprietor, built up a few trucks, now we're back to 2 drivers besides myself. Yep.
Nice. What type of product you haul on?
Mostly food products, never fits in the reefer
happened? It happened right beside me. I was in the middle lane on 78 in New Jersey. It all happened right beside me. I mean, I was within 100 feet of body pieces flying. Anyways, just maybe 6 years ago, I was near the same truck stop, and the same lady was at the fuel desk, and she asked me if I remember that. And I'm like, oh yeah, now I do, but that was forgotten, and see it may not happen.
That's crazy for sure.
So that was my first experience with a traumatic situation on a highway.
That's a lot to take in.
It is.
To see something like that over there.
I was 22 at the time.
Man,
Anyways, by the grace of God, we're still out here.
absolutely. That's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes. Thank you for
Oh,
coming.
yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir.
Hang in there. Our future is bright,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
and it's what we make.
Yes, sir. Good. Another great driver here. I have a question.
Yeah,
Do I have your consent to post once we're done?
sure.
Okay, great. What's your name, sir?
Rich.
Mr. Rich. All right, pleasure. Where are you from?
Actually, the northwest suburbs of here in Chicago.
Okay, nice. I'm from the south suburbs.
Yeah, cool.
Yes, sir. Not too far. How long have you been driving?
About 9-10 years.
19 years. Okay, nice. So you definitely have some experience within the industry for sure.
I've had some go arounds.
Okay, yes, sir. So I see you driving for JB Hunt.
Yes.
What do you haul?
Right now I'm hauling cabinets.
Okay, nice. So what do you guys typically haul? Some of everything?
What's that?
What do you guys typically haul? Is that what are your-
Anything and everything.
Any and everything. Okay, yes, sir. Understand that. What piece of advice would you give to truck drivers in the industry, or new truck drivers coming in as
New
well?
truck drivers coming into the industry, stay with your first company for a year.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you've heard that many times.
Yes, sir.
And when in doubt, check. Like if you're backing up, get out. Look.
Yes, sir.
If you're in doubt of when you're parking somewhere, you might want to move to another location if you have time. Don't push it to the limit.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you have some time to get to some places.
Okay.
And that old saying, if you're on time, you're late.
Yes, sir.
So,
Absolutely.
and if you're early, well, then you're on time.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about the trucking industry?
You get to see God's beautiful country. That's what I like about the best.
Okay.
But I mean, you're not here alone out on the road. You always have the company looking after you. I mean, we have cameras in our truck.
Okay.
And that's looking in front of us and actually looking at us to make sure that we're doing okay as well.
Yes, sir.
Because this is rough on our life, and we might, for health reasons or whatever, that we're making sure that we're paying attention to on the road things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And last question for you.
Yeah.
What is the craziest thing you have seen out here on the road?
Craziest thing I've ever seen on the road. Ay, ay, ay. Actually, I've seen a triple rainbow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I had, I finally got my wife on the truck with me, and we were going out east, and we saw a triple rainbow. And out west, I saw one that was so beautiful that it looked like it was like in 4K or whatever. I mean, just
Really?
super brilliant that you almost you knew the pot of gold was at the end of the rainbow.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You have a great one and be safe out there.
Yep.
We have another driver here. I have a series of questions. The first one being, do I have your consent to post this after?
Absolutely.
Okay. Introduce yourself, sir.
Emma, I'm from Canada, Calgary, Alberta. So pretty far away from here.
Nice drive.
Yeah.
He answered one of the questions. How long have you been driving?
So coming up to a year now. So pretty new driver here.
That's good. That's good. What company do you work for or own?
I work for Bison Transport.
How's that for you?
It's a great company.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. That's great. That's great. What kind of products do you have? What do you have?
It can be anything, honestly. Like maybe groceries, maybe just like general like Walmart loads. It can be anything. Like beef.
Nice. What piece of advice would you give to new truck drivers coming into the industry or truck drivers in general?
I could say just like take your time with everything. You know, just like really take it slow, check over and over again what you're doing. Don't like rush into anything. Because that's where you make mistakes. You know?
Absolutely. Taking your time is very important. What do you love most about the trucking industry?
Probably the freedom. You can just ride away, you know? You don't have to talk to anybody, you don't have to answer to anybody. You can just relax.
Enjoy your own company and everything like that. The last thing, what is the craziest thing you have seen on the road?
Give me a sec here. I mean, I've seen like, because I come from Canada, obviously we get snow and ice and everything like that, right? So I've seen like a car right beside me. I'm going maybe 20 miles per hour. They're trying to go 50, and they just instantly go into a slide, and they almost hit my trailer, but luckily I got out of the way quick enough. Yeah, it's probably like crazy. I'm sure I can think of something better, but I need more time for that.
There you go, yeah, no problem. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, sir.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. Back with another driver here. I have a series of questions. The first one being, do I have your consent to post after, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
My name's Marty. Been a truck driver for about 7 years now.
Nice. You answered one of the questions. Where are you from?
Chicago.
Nice. What company do you work for? Hold on.
I work for Asset Biz Corporation. They are a transport company for US cars.
Okay. Nice. So you've answered a few of the questions. What piece of advice would you give to truck drivers and new truck drivers coming into the industry?
Stay over the road as long as you can. Yeah. Because the more experience you have over the road, the easier it is to get into regional, local, LTL, dedicated. Because they want that experience of you being able to go to different places, back in different docks, different styles.
What do you love most about the trucking industry?
Being on the road.
Being on the road?
Yeah.
One more question for you. What is the craziest thing you've seen out here on the road?
I was in North Carolina, getting on to 95, headed down to Florida, and I watched as a lot lizard bounced back and forth across the exit lane going from truck.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was wild.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for your time, sir. I appreciate that. Yep. Thank you. And another driver here. I have a series of questions. The question being, why have you consent to post after? Can I post this after? Do I have your consent? Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Irvin. I'm from Texas.
Texas. Okay, nice. So, how long have you been driving?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Nice. How's that been for you?
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice.
I left my career.
What made you want to do that change? Nice. My dad's a truck driver as well. Congratulations. That's nice. What company do you work for or own? So what do you guys haul? What piece of advice could you offer or give to another truck driver or a new truck driver?
Don't take breaks in the car.
Don't take breaks on the bumps, everybody. Okay. Great. What do you love most about the trucking industry?
You wake up at work, you go sleep at work, and you want to drive an hour, 2 hours to a location or something like that. Just wake up, start driving.
Enjoy. Last question for you. What is the craziest thing that you have seen out here on the road?
Trucks and fire.
Trucks and fire? That's crazy. I appreciate that, sir.
All right, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You be safe out there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Back. We're done. Had a great day today. A lot of great interviews. spoke to a lot of great people. Get some wheelbase. Wheelbase is for you to take a nap. Get that wheelbase. Long deck plate. Just lay down, chill out like this. Who's there pulling me in? Somebody pulling me in over there, big rap. But like I said, we had a great time today. Great people, great interactions, great interviews. So be on the lookout for this video. The video is already over with, but I'm just saying this just to say it. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on. My name is Tariq Alameen II. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Stay tuned for more great content because we're going to keep it rolling. Yeah. Good night.